All right, y'all. I gotta chime in on this 100 men versus one gorilla, one silverback gorilla, 100 men, right? This, cause I'm so sick of seeing videos of worldly people without the knowledge of the Most High and God talking about this from a carnal perspective, right? I'm sick of it. Every video I have seen, not one person has talked about the knowledge of God and the knowledge of the Most High and man's dominion over animals and all flesh when it comes to this 100 man versus one gorilla. Think about it. If the gorilla was so strong and smart, why is it caged up in a zoo and not running the earth right now? The Most High God of the creator, gave man dominion over every single creature. Trust me, 100 men, 100 men of the Most High, because 100 regular modern men who are worldly, the gorilla gonna blow through them. I'm talking about 100 men who got the knowledge of God. That gorilla is done. Because when the Most High put the spirit on his people, and when Christ put the spirit on those 100 men who's obedient to him and who have the knowledge of him, that gorilla it wouldn't stand a chance against 5 men like that. I'm telling you, it's the truth. And this is why this conversation, I'm chiming in on it, because I'm about to show y'all the scriptures where the patriarch Judah, what he was able to do in his prime, what he was able to do to animals. And I'm gonna show you where the Most High gave us dominion over everything. So when you see these conversations and you automatically see these people who have no knowledge of God talking about talking about 100 men gonna get slaughtered by this thing. All right, so look, this is the first thing. I'm gonna go to Genesis, right? This is the Most High when he created man. It says, this is Genesis chapter 1, and it says in 24, and God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, over everything that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. Go to 28. And God blessed them, and God said, be fruitful, said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Drop down to verse 30. And to every beast of the earth. Okay, so that's just the creation part. Now, we're going to fast forward to when, if you know the book of Genesis, Abraham had Isaac, and Isaac had Jacob. And Jacob had 12 sons, and those 12 sons eventually became the 12 tribes of Israel. Not modern day Israel. We're talking about ancient Israel, the real Judeans, the real people who look like myself, the real brown skin Judah, the real tribe. Not them fake people over there right now. No, we talking about real warriors, real men of the Most High. But this is the patriarch of those men. This is their father, Judah. Look at what he said he was able to do. Now watch this. So this is the testament of Judah, right? I think this the what, second chapter. Look at this. And this is what I'm talking about. All these worldly people trying to chime in on this conversation don't have no knowledge of the Bible, no knowledge of the Most High, no knowledge of God. This is what Judah was able to do. He said, "And the Lord showed me favor in all my works, both in the field and in the house. I know that I raced a hind and caught it and prepared the meat for my father, and he did eat. And the roes I used to master in the chase and overtake all that was in the plains. A wild mare I overtook and caught it and tamed it. I slew a lion and plucked a kid out of its mouth. I took a bear by its paw and hurled it down the cliff, and it was crushed. I outran the wild boar, and seizing it as I ran, I tore it in sunder. A leopard in Hebron leaped upon my dog, and I caught it by the tail and hurled it into the rocks and broke it in twain. I found a wild ox feeding in the fields, and seizing it by the horns and whirling it around and stunning it, I cast it from me and slew it." Now, Judah was a bad man. Judah is the patriarch of the tribe of Judah from the 12 tribes of Israel, where our ancestors are from. If you got the same tribe Christ is from, if you got 100 men dedicated to the Most High, and mind you, when ancient Israel used to go to war, sometimes they were so efficient in their obedience to the Most High, they would go to war and not lose a single man, and because they had the Ark of the Covenant. But it even talk about in the book of Jasher how Judah and his brothers, like, they would scream and people would just, like, thousands of people would just die because of their shout. Now, obviously, it was spiritual. You know, they had the true spirit of the Most High on them. But I'm giving y'all this. I'm putting this out there because I'm so sick of seeing people without the knowledge of this book, without the knowledge of who we used to be as a people, and without the knowledge of God. It's irritating me because it's like all these people, I see people just saying the silverback just gonna outright kill us, like he King Kong or something. Nah, man, it ain't going down like that, especially if it's men of the Most High out there. That gorilla is not going to stand a chance. You seen what Judah was able to do. And we from that same bloodline. Now, am I saying that 100 Negroes today from the tribe of Judah are going to be able to just run up on a silverback and kill them? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when we obedient to the Most High and when we got the knowledge of God and we keeping our temples holy and clean and we doing what we supposed to do, if a silverback gorilla was to run up on 100 of men like that, that gorilla's done. Are you kidding me? Stop playing, man. Y'all gotta be serious out here. Stop playing. That gorilla is done. That's all I wanted to say, because I think the conversation is hilarious. I'm looking at so many different videos. Like, man, these people have no knowledge of the Most High whatsoever, or the knowledge of our people, what we were able to do as a race. I mean, we the biggest, strongest. That's why we play all sports. That's why we dominate it all. Cause physically, we them people. And I felt like I really needed to chime in on this for some reason. I don't know why. Who needs to see it? Because maybe there's people who don't have this knowledge or don't know because they don't read. And they don't have the connection with God that they should have. They don't have the understanding. And it's people like me who's going to show them the understanding. Like, look, you think that everything is carnal. You looking at it from a carnal aspect. You're not understanding the spiritual side to life, like the godly side to us too. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Peace and blessings.